Audiophiles of the internet, my name is Adriana, and today I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about Booktube culture, the Booktube community, and my thoughts on this whole originality discussion that's been going around. If you were not previously aware, there has been a lot of really amazing, awesome discussion going around the Booktube community. We're actually having this ongoing discussion that's benefiting so many people and bringing so many awesome perspectives from all corners of Booktube. So on to the actual discussion. One of the things that has been brought up again and again is the community and where the community stands, and is it really all positive? Is it all genuine? The bottom line for me is that I feel like this community at its core is good and that it's full of genuine people. If you ever feel like you're not being represented in the community, either you should make your own YouTube channel yourself and be that person who is just that advocate for that obscure thing, whatever it is, or you should actually try and seek out other people, because there are all kinds of booktubers and YouTubers here who are doing so many crazy things and reading all kinds of materials from all kinds of genres. The variety exists, it's out there, and you can find it. I think if you do a little bit of digging, the people that you're looking for and the community that you want to see is here. Your voice has a place in this community, and so do your interests, and so do your opinions. Also, if you want to see a change in the community, I think you should be the change in the community. If you want to see a variety of content, if you want to read a variety of books, you should be the person who does it. All of that being said, I think the most important part of this video for me is the next topic that I'm going to talk about for the rest of the video, and that is the burden of originality. And whether that's been a call for more original videos, like original tags and just unique outside of the box kind of videos that push the boundaries, or whether it's been the call for booktubers themselves to actually read a wider variety of books so that the reviews and the discussions that we have are not only on YA books. It doesn't really matter what way the person takes a risk, but I personally always appreciate it when the people that I follow try to do something different, and I watch their videos and I like them and I comment on them as much as I can and I share them. And I definitely think that's what everybody should do, especially if there is this feeling in the community that we want different types of videos. I think if somebody makes those different types of videos, you should support them. However, I kind of have a little bit of an issue with this whole rallying for more quote-unquote original videos, because even if you aren't implicitly saying it, I feel like there are a few things implied with those words and with those desires. So whenever I hear people demanding more original videos on Booktube, or saying that they really wish there were more unique content creators on Booktube, or saying that they wish people would read a wider variety of books because it seems like everybody reads the same thing, I feel like that implies that booktubers who don't make quote-unquote original content are unoriginal then. And when I hear people saying that they're unhappy because a majority of the community reads YA and they personally want to branch out into other things and they want to see people branch out into other things, I feel that on some level that's just shaming people who genuinely enjoy reading YA, or they have a certain maybe genre of book that they really like and that plays to their strengths as a reader and a reviewer and just really strikes a chord with them personally. And nobody should ever be ashamed of reading or reviewing or discussing a book that's already popular. Like if you are somebody who is reading The Fault in Our Stars for the first time in your life and you're a booktuber and you want to make a review about it and you want to discuss your feelings and your opinions on the book with people who are already in the fandom, you have every freaking right to do that. I just want to remind everybody that there is no ceiling on popular books. There is no certain number of readers that a book must achieve before it becomes obsolete and everybody forgets about it and never talks about it again because it's been read and it's been discussed and everybody said everything there is to say about it. That's never going to be true for any book. This has just been something that I've been thinking about recently, and sometimes it feels like the books that I'm really looking forward to reading are books that everybody else has already read. But I don't think that fact should deter my excitement for the book, and I don't think that it should discourage me from writing a review or filming a review or wanting to discuss the book. My point is something that's very basic and something that I don't really feel like I should say because it just seems like human and life 101. And that is that not all voices are the same, not all opinions are the same, not all vlogs are the same, not all vloggers are the same, and not all wrap-ups and reviews and discussions and any other kind of typical video on Booktube is the same. This is just another thing that I've been thinking about because I also have been seeing there's this Booktube newbie tag, I think, and I watch some of those sometimes. And I think one of the questions is something like, what do you think is something that you can bring that's different to the Booktube community? And in my opinion, that just seems like kind of a trite, unnecessary question. The fact that I am the person who is conducting this vlog, the fact that these are the words and the opinions that are coming out of my mouth that are my own, that is what separates this channel from everyone else's channel, and the same goes for everybody else. We are what make our channels different, even if we're reading the same books, even if we're reviewing the same books, even if we like the same genre of books. We're not all the same person, and just by being us, that is what differentiates us from everyone else. I guess what I'm trying to say is this, and I needed a physical example of this, so I just chose some random book off my shelf that was nearest to me. But if every single person that I am subscribed to on the same day at the same hour decided to upload the same review for the same book, and that book was The Catcher in the Rye, I would watch every single video, because I just think that it's somewhat of a disservice and maybe somewhat of an insult to say that we're all making the same videos when we read the same books and we're all just reiterating the same opinions and recycling the same opinions. I don't think that's true. I just want to make it clear that I am not in any way discouraging people from going out there and trying to spotlight underrated books, or who want to go out there and read as much of a variety of books as they can to bring so much to their audience and all of that. I think that's all amazing, and I think that's stuff that we should be doing, but because we want to be doing it. I don't want anybody who is prone to reading popular books to be discouraged, and I don't want those people to think that their opinions about these popular books are invalid or that nobody wants to hear them because we all think we've all heard it all before. But I think that Lindsay from Lindsay's Library said it the best in her very brief discussion video, and that is that just because you like something or you're interested in something that's already popular doesn't mean that you can't think for yourself. It doesn't mean that you're unoriginal, and it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or anything wrong with the content that you're putting out into the world. Basically, that was my biggest worry with this discussion. I didn't want people to feel like they were being unoriginal or lame, or that they were lacking creativity. If you are a content creator on Booktube or on YouTube in general, you are what make your channel unique. Not necessarily the books that you read or the topics that you talk about. And just because something has been done once or many times does not mean that the content you are creating is not valid and is not valuable, because it is. I think we should all read whatever truly speaks to us, whatever really interests us, and we should also give honest reviews about the things that we read. If you make content that is true to who you are as a reader, who you are as a person, you will find people who respond to you in honest and genuine ways. You will attract people who understand you on that level and who appreciate everything that you do. We're all doing our best here, and whether you have 1 subscriber or 100,000 subscribers, we've all worked so hard and put so much of ourselves into this community. And I have a lot of hope that through this discussion, we can work towards the betterment of that community. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I will catch you on the flip side of the page. Bye.